Hey everybody, this is a Here Gear Prototype Program 2018. Just wanted to do a video of us working on the circuitry components. So we're going to open this bad boy up. This is the 4.5 inch depth with the expandable slide. You can see the slides popping out right now by about an inch. This is again just a paper model, but we want to start working on how the circuitry is going to work. So we have our buddy Bluetooth system. It's actually a really nice Bluetooth system. It's got a built-in magnet. The USB port's accessible for us to charge from our lithium-powered batteries, and this will be mounted inside the pod pack for wireless communication and talking on your telephone while you're walking or hiking. We have, again, the lid that we're going to do. We'll just pull that out. Pull out the slide. To give you an idea of the slide, it's kind of what we're looking at dimensionally. Again, it's just paper, but it gives us a sense of scale. What we have inside here is a bunch of goodies. So we have our port switches, 4 of them. We have our motion sensors. We're going to have 2 of those. We have our temperature diagnostic gauge. We have our LED lights. Back there at the bottom, we actually have our 10 millimeter, I think it's 1.2 amp fans. Those will be mounted on the inside corners to circulate air through these channels for the batteries, as well as to keep the pod pack cool. Looking at it from a panel perspective, what we'll have is we'll have a large panel that'll kind of sit on top of here. Just bear with me, we'll imagine that's a panel. And what will happen is the only thing that you'll see is the little cutout for the motion sensor, so that when you open up the pod pack, the LED lights kick on and illuminate the entire inside. Then you also will have the fans that will have a switch on them, so you can turn the fan on or off. You'll be able to turn the motion sensor on or off. You'll be able to turn on the charging system for there'll be a tablet PC that'll be mounted up here with the screen on the outside that will have a mirror imaging capability with your phone. Then you'll have on-off switches as well for some of the other components, the battery charging features and some of the other stuff. We'll actually have some LED lights, some smaller micro ones. These are blue, real small, but they're really nice. And what we'll do is we'll have them mounted to a point where you actually can pull the LED bulb out and then double down and use that same port as a port to plug in your phone. So these just pop right out. If I can do it real quick, let's see. There we go. So they pop right out. So imagine us having these mounted inside, and then what you do is you just be able to pop that right back in there if you're not using it. And if you lose it, it's not a big deal. They're only 99 cents on Amazon. So they're super energy efficient, pretty bright for being such a little guy. I'm pulling off of USB power, 5 volt or a 5 volt 2.1 amp system, so it's pretty good. So we'll have 2 of those in here, and then what we'll have strategically is the magnets mounted on the side. In this case, this will be stainless steel plates on the other side of the side pod that attaches. We'll have the magnetic system. And then we'll also have some different sensors that are down below. On the side panels, what we're gunning for is having the lithium-powered batteries. We'll see if we can slide this one out. So you can see there's a battery right here, and then we'll have another battery on the other side, and then we'll have some other features built in, such as the Wi-Fi system, which will be nicely mounted in there, as well as a couple other basic systems that are needed in order to allow this to be a smart pack, what we're calling a smart pack. We will have access panels, so we'll have this main base panel that covers the inside of this. We'll have a series of screws and engineered. We have it already engineered on the computer, so that you can take this off and service the different components that are underneath. It will have a really nice wire management, real nice, tight, buttoned up real nice. We'll also have the LEDs mounted here and another set of LEDs similar to these guys. These are the flexible LEDs, real nice, very bright, They draw some good power, but they're worth the draw because of the illumination that they give. We'll have those mounted on the side with a custom cut lens that filters the light, gives it a more even look. Really none of this you'll ever see except for the buttons and the photocell, the top of the motion sensor. We will have photocells on the other side that will have to do with when the LEDs on the outside of the pod pack illuminate. Let's see what else we got. The whole thing is targeted to be lined with a thin silicone coating or a thin silicone skin that goes on top to make it so it's very durable, but also antimicrobial, so you can wipe it down real easily. Again, we'll have access panels. This whole panel will come off, this whole panel will come off, that panel will come off, and that panel will come off. The bottom panel maybe not so much, but we'll see. It's possible we'll make the whole thing accessible so that servicing is pretty easy. And that's about it. Just wanted to give a brief update, and we'll get back at you with another video on some of the other circuitry as we make progress. Adhere Gear out.